Like, they could put, like, every single, like, old game on it. That would be, like, because Nintendo has, like, the biggest, like, background in video games history. Instead of, like, Microsoft buying up, like, all these other studios and stuff, or maybe Sony. Hi, guys. Sorry for interrupting the video, but I'm just here to tell you guys something before the intro starts. If you're new to my channel, or you haven't seen my channel before, it would mean really a lot to me if you liked my video, and subscribed, and turn the bell icon on, just like that. See, right here, there's like, subscribe, bell, ding, ding, ding. Anyways, guys, let's roll the intro. Woo! Hello, welcome back to my channel today. It's Friday, Jakey, it's Friday. Okay, Jake. Me and my dog are home alone right now. My mom should be here, and actually my dad's off work too, but my dad had to go to the dentist and get some teeth pulled because, yeah, they've been bothering him. And he's probably going to be in a lot of pain, so I probably won't film today because he's always cranky. Well, anytime he does anything at the hospital, he's always cranky. I try not to film, especially when he does, like, his teeth or his eyes. I try not to film because when he does his eye, because he's diabetic, he does his eyes. I just try not to film him when he's, obviously it's his courtesy, but I'm not going to film him today. Try not to, unless he's in the background of some of my shots. But I'm not going to film him and talk to him and egg him on or anything like I usually do. Right, Jake? Right, Jakey? Also, guys, the new Xbox and PlayStation is out, which I don't have the money for, so, woo! And I didn't pre-order any of them. So I probably won't get them until, like, next year, probably. If I even get them at all. Probably be, like, 2 years from now. Because there's not really a point to get them now anyway, because all the games are on the base Xbox. Well, the original, like, God, the Xbox name is so... Let's go PS4, PS5, because the Xbox is just so weird. They have the original Xbox, the 360, the Xbox One, which is a horrible name. Then they have the Xbox One S, and then the Xbox One X. And now they have the Xbox Series X, and then Series S. Or, I'm not even sure if that's even how it goes. I know it's like, it's just ridiculous. Right, Jake? Right, Jakey? If you didn't know, I have the original... I've had a... the Xbox is probably my favorite console. I've never been, like, a huge PlayStation fan. I had a PlayStation 1. Always wanted a PlayStation 2. Wanted a PlayStation 3, never got one. Didn't really want a PlayStation 4. I went for the Xbox One, which because by then I had my 360 for like 10 years. So I was like, well, why would I switch consoles when I have all these like achievements and stuff in my gamer tag and all my friends play on the Xbox and everything. So in hindsight, probably should have went for the PS4. Overall better system this generation. Hopefully, well, actually I take that back because the Xbox One, I'm rambling here in the intro. I'll talk about this in a minute. Anyways, guys, let's get this day started. I will come back in a minute. Hi, guys, I'm back. Sorry about rambling an intro, but that's what I do. See, I have the original fat Xbox, which looks like a VCR, which is ridiculous. I actually kind of like it. It's kind of slow nowadays. It doesn't really, like, it lags in some games because it was really underpowered to begin with. It doesn't get, like, 1080p. It gets, like, 980p in most games, which is ridiculous. But, yeah. But the new consoles are a beast, especially the Xbox Series X, which is amazing, and I really want that one so bad. Don't have the money. Probably won't have the money either for a while. But if I ever do get the money, that's what I'm getting. Anyways, like I was saying, the Xbox One had a really rough start to trading because of their anti-piracy policies and their, oh, you can't trade video games, and herp-a-derp-a-derp, and the always-on connect, and you had to have always-on internet to play games, which I actually did reverse because of the huge backlash they had. And then it wasn't very powerful, and it was just bad, and they'll try to go like the whole, oh look, we're not just a gaming console, we can play TV on our consoles. I think I used that feature like once, and then I think they took it out. And they don't even use the Kinect either anymore, which I actually kind of like I used the Kinect like twice. Also, I had to connect in both the 360 and the Xbox One, so I was like kind of a fan of it, kind of not. I mean, there was really no game for it. I really did anything spectacular with it. But the only thing I can say about the Xbox One is, towards the end of its life, it did some cool things. They started the Game Pass, which is really good. I love the Game Pass. Game Pass is like the best thing Xbox has done. Well, any game console you've done ever, because it's really cheap. You can literally get like, what is it? If you just get on the Xbox, it's like $10, I think, or 9. Yeah, it's like $10 on the Xbox, and it's like 14 to do it on PC also, and you get like all these amazing games on your PC and Xbox. It's like, what is it? 100 games, I think. I think it's like 100 games, and also it's like every single new game that's released on the Xbox, like Microsoft, it's released, so you get like all the Forzas, you get Gears of War, you get Halo, you get all the games, which is amazing, which is my jam, because I really, really love, I really, really love that. I think that that's going to be the future of gaming, is going to be like, every console is going to be like, eventually, the future game is going to be always online, like, streaming, but if they do that, I won't be able to play because I've really crappy internet, and I think they're like half the country wouldn't be able to. The only country that could really benefit from like, well, not America, because America's internet blows compared to other countries, but it'd be like Japan and England, all them countries, because they're really better than us. But in America, it would really be bad. I'd say it'd probably take another 10 years, maybe 1 or 2 more console generations. It's all going to be online, always online. But what they're trying to figure out now is the best way to do it. Obviously, I think that the best way to do it would be, what am I talking about? The best thing I could do would be just a subscription-based service where you buy, like, and they don't even have to make, like, the console even expensive either. All they have to do is just be, like, they can literally, like, stream it through, like, a Roku if they want to. All they gotta do is make a console that's powerful enough to run 4K video and get, like, get enough internet data, and that would be it. And then that would make the consoles way smaller. You don't have to, would you even have to store the games? I don't think you have to store the games on it. It would just be like a little tiny brick. It would be like a Roku, basically, at some point. That'd be way down in the future, eventually. But, obviously, that's going to be the future. And the way I see it, the best thing they could do, not what Google did, because Google is ridiculous. They make you pay a subscription service, and then you got to buy the games, which is stupid. They need to go the route of Xbox and be like, hey, we're going to have, like, all the licensed games that we have. It'd be like, Netflix, you pay, like, $20 a month, and you get, like, 500 games. And then, boom. Or whatever. And also, I think they're going towards that because the Xbox made a huge push towards buying a bunch of studios. They bought freaking Bethesda, for crying out loud, which is crazy. They bought a whole bunch of stuff recently, which is amazing but scary because now they're gonna be like, hardcore, like, brand, like, exclusives, and it'll be like, well, Xbox owns all these, so we're gonna have all these on our platform, and these are the only places you can get them. We won't go cross-gen, and then it's gonna be like really hardcore console wars again, and then PlayStation is gonna buy, like, all the other companies, and Nintendo has Nintendo, which is, they're always behind and stuff. They don't even have good online services yet, which is pretty ridiculous. What is this now, 2020, they still don't understand online services. They finally did fix their horrible, like, online video thing they did, where, like, oh, if you upload a video without being in our YouTube program thing, we'll take all your money. You can't do it. They finally did roll that back, but yeah, pretty crazy. But I honestly think that's going to be the future. Probably 1, maybe 2 more. I think the next console generation could be, like, the only true console generation. After that, they're going to go all digital, or all streaming after that. Which by then, maybe, that would be, like, it depends on how long these consoles last, because these consoles are pretty powerful. So they might last 10 years like the 360 did. Or the PlayStation 3 did, which is pretty cool. I don't think they will, because technology is improving super quick anymore. I think they're going to last, like, 5, which is about the average, but they might last 10 because they're pretty powerful, and in about, like, 5 years, then they might do a little upgrade, be like, oh, we made it faster, but yeah. Pretty intense. What else? Oh. If they do last 10 years, then this will probably be the last console generation where you have to buy where you store games and all that stuff. If they actually did that, I think it'd be better, but only if, because then you wouldn't have to worry about storage on your console. You wouldn't have to worry about graphics card on it. Well, you'd have to have, like, a decent, like, all you have to do is just be able to, like, connect to the internet and have it be able to put out 4K, 120 FPS, and it would be golden. Like, that thing could be pretty small. It wouldn't even have to be very big. And then it wouldn't even have to be that expensive either. You could literally go buy, like, you probably, eventually, if they wasn't greedy about it, they could be like, well, they could probably be like a Roku, like $40 or $100, be like, here you go, here's your thing, and then you have to pay, like, a subscription service, but they make more money on that anyways. Which, honestly, I think, since you're already paying for Xbox Live, I think they should just bundle in the subscription service into that, which would be pretty cool. Like, $60, you get Xbox Live, you get all their games and everything, which would be pretty cool, which is what Sony should do, or Nintendo. Well, Nintendo, whatever way, they're not behind, per se, but they're stuck in their ways, if that makes sense. Like, Nintendo is, like, I'm not saying they're not doing it. They're doing a good thing with the Wii U. Not the Wii U. The Switch. The Wii U was horrible. The Switch was a really good idea. Honestly, if they stay like that, they don't do nothing crazy next generation, because they might. You never know how Nintendo is, because they was like, oh, well, the Switch is successful. Let's do something else now, because we had a successful console. Hopefully they make just an upgraded Switch, like that. My dream to, like, a Switch would be, honestly, this would be, like, a really good thing for the Switch also, if they decide to go all on streaming, Because then they could literally put like an awesome like screen in it. Like you could put like a 4K screen in it and it would be way cheaper. Because you wouldn't have to, all you have to do is just have like a thing connect to the internet in it and it would be boom, ready to go. And then you could even like connect to like Wi-Fi once 5G comes out. Once, there we go. You could connect to 5G once it's out nationwide and you could really game anywhere on the go with that thing. That'd be pretty awesome. And then you can make like the screen bigger. Like the ideal Switch would be 4K screen and powerful enough to like play. Honestly, the Switch would be like the best like candidate for streaming because you wouldn't store your games on it because it would all be connected to the cloud. Or would you? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, you wouldn't even have to, because it'd be connected to the cloud and you just have to buy like a subscription service. Like say $60 and you get like all Nintendo games ever made. Like Nintendo would have a field day with this. They could have like their whole catalog of like old games, new games, and then just have them all on their cloud and you could play them anywhere on the go with your Switch. Would you be amazing? Right, Jake? Right. Anyway, guys, we'll talk about this in a few minutes. I'm gonna take it out for a walk. I will come back in a minute. So, hi, guys, I'm back. So, let's continue this conversation again about the future of, like, video game consoles. Because, honestly, the Switch was very intriguing to think about. Because right now, the Switch's problem is it has to be... It's not powerful enough to run, like, all these AAA games. But... It doesn't really, but it wants to be able to. So honestly, going like cloud streaming on it would be the best because then you wouldn't have to worry about it. You could have like a big supercomputer like somewhere and then you could just stream the games directly to the Switch through your Wi-Fi, if your Wi-Fi is fast enough, or directly to, and then you can make the screen on it bigger. It would just, and you can make this, and you can put like more money into the screen, and then it wouldn't even be as expensive either because, well, it'd probably be more expensive in the long run because you have to pay like a subscription service to like, and then even Nintendo, they could put like all their old games on it. It's dog Jake. Dogs are lit in there. Anyways, guys, as I was saying, like they could put like every single like old game on it. That would be like, because Nintendo has like the biggest like background in video games history. Instead of like Microsoft buying up like all these other studios and stuff, or maybe Sony will start that too since Microsoft did. Instead of that, Nintendo could just be like, hey, we have all these old games, let's just put them all in the cloud for everyone to enjoy for like a monthly based service. Just boom, like instantly they could have like probably like 1,000+ games, honestly, because they have like a huge catalog of old Nintendo games. Like, could you imagine playing like any Mario game anywhere on the go at any point, as long as there's internet? Like, that would be something. On like a big, I wouldn't say like a tablet size screen, but imagine like the Switch right it is right now, but instead of like, and then the Joy-Cons, but all that would be screen instead of like the huge bezel it has, and it would be like 30% thinner because it wouldn't have to be thick like it is. Like, that would be pretty intense. Like you could do a lot of stuff with that. Honestly, like there's a lot of possibilities, and the Switch would benefit the most from it because it's always on the go, and then 5G's on the way, so you could literally just hook up to it and be like, hey, on the go. You wouldn't even have to like store your games on it or anything. But then comes the problem with like, yeah, but what if you don't want to buy a new console and you want to just play old games, and then you don't own the games because they're just streamed from the cloud? But I would love that, actually. I would actually love a Switch that was connected to the cloud streaming service, and then you could literally play like every Nintendo game ever made. Like, that'd be pretty cool. Come on, Jake. We're going this way. Or even, like, if they want to, like, Nintendo could get Sega and put all their games on it. That would be even better, you know? You could play Mario and Sonic on the same system, which is amazing. Like, old Sonic games, because new Sonic games suck. Anyways, guys, I'll come back when I get to the top of the hill. So, hi, guys. I'm back. Now I'm out of breath. Anyway, guys, as I was saying earlier, like, wouldn't that be, you guys have any suggestions of like what the future gaming could be? Like, I'm more talking like, obviously not this generation because this generation just is here, but since I don't have an Xbox Series X or S or a PS5, I mean, I'm out of breath. I can't really talk about them, but this is more of a, like, probably the next generation, because these might last for, Jake, because these might last for well, I know they're going to last for at least 5 years, Come on, you're not going up there. Come on. They might last for 10 years. You never know. The 360 did. These are actually pretty powerful systems. So, I mean, they're in 4K. They're already getting like 120 FPS, and they have HDR and ray tracing. So, yeah, I don't see a reason to upgrade anytime soon, because I don't see like technology getting that much better in the next 10 years. Honestly, this will probably be the last console generation of like standard consoles, honestly. And if that is, I expect like the price to drop of them significantly. Like, they need to just go like the Roku route, just make like $80 like system, and then have it be able to stream in 4K HDR ray tracing on it. Well, you wouldn't even need ray tracing on it, just as long as you have fast enough internet. Or they need to figure out a way to like compress like the internet bandwidth so it doesn't use like all your internet, so you don't have like 100 gigabytes a second going through your internet connection. And also need to figure out a way to drop the latency significantly so it doesn't lag a little bit, which is what people are saying is happening now. But they got 10 years to figure it out, and they probably can. But then hopefully the internet in America will get better, because right now my internet blows cheese nuggets. Yes, cheese nuggets. If you want to know how bad my internet is, we literally have like DSL, and it's not the good kind either. It's like we get like 12, and I had the fast internet on our entire road because I complained and complained and complained. They finally upgraded me to 12 megabytes download and 1 upload if I'm lucky. That's if I'm lucky. Most time uploads like 0.20, 0.30, which is why it takes me like 6 hours to upload a YouTube video, because my upload speed sucks. Really wish I had fiber optic internet, because there's a lot of places around here that do. It's just mostly in like the cities, and there's also a fiber optic network around. And there's a cable company that's like 2 miles up the road, but they don't come out this far, so we gotta do with. I mean, I could go satellite route, but then it's like you have to pay so much per bandwidth usage. I only get like 100 gigabytes, and I'll blow through that in like a day probably, because I watch a lot of YouTube, and the ping is really bad, so you can't really do online gaming with it. So yeah, it's pretty bad. Anyways, guys, I will come back in a few minutes once I get home. So, alright, guys, I'm back. My dad's here. He's feeling a little bit better, right, Dad? Yeah. Yeah, you are. If you wasn't feeling better, I wouldn't have filmed you. Oh. Oh, don't even. Man. You felt bad when you came home, and then I. Feel me. No, yeah, you look better. Yeah, I feel better. You're not swollen anymore. Did you down? Yeah. When you came home, it was all big and poofy. Still a little bit. Why don't you do like the old school where they wrap your head in a thing around your head, a band-aid thing? Nah, that's actually fixed. Is that nice? Is that what that was? Nice. Yeah. Well, they used to put that big thing around your head and yeah, I got a toothache. Yeah. Yeah, is that really what they would do? Mm-hmm. Is that really what they would do? What that was for? My mom's in there tearing up the house. Why? Anyways, guys, I will come back if I'm in the vlog. So, hi guys, I'm back. Good on the vlog. Didn't really do a lot today. Talked about future video games, but I got a tooth pulled. Didn't really film too much. Didn't want to because he was in some pain. He was actually really swollen when he came home, but he actually went down nice, feeling pretty good. Anyways, guys, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Whoop, roll the outro. Hello again, guys. Sorry for another video again, but if you made it this far, maybe you'd like to watch more of my videos. They're gonna be here, here, and here. Well, here's my channel to subscribe. Here's 2 videos that YouTube recommends. And I got, yeah, that YouTube recommends. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Woo!